What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome to the final episode of WWE Raw 2 on the original Xbox, heading towards WrestleMania. Unfortunately, not enough time to antagonize the new world champion in Brock Lesnar, but I won the Rumble, therefore I get to fight The Big Show on The Big Show. But on Raw, I'm fighting Brock in a non-title match? How does that work? You did not give me what I want. And your world champion in the building is once again Brock Lesnar. Spent all that time antagonizing Scott Steiner, and then Brock just won the belt from him, so that kind of happened. I tried to interfere, it didn't really work out. But we can take issue with your boy here in the back room. We can complain to Mr. Lesnar, and maybe I'll get 2 title shots at WrestleMania. I doubt it, but just maybe if that can work. But Brock's like, nah, I'm the beast. I'm the reigning, defending, undisputed world champion. And of course, I cannot get a moment's rest. Welcome to a fine Monday here. Devon, get the backdrop on this show, on this channel. It is Monday. There is Raw this evening, although not actually this evening because Raw is overseas in the UK. Therefore, by the time you see this show, you'll already have seen the Raw spoilers of what they filmed in the UK. So those shows end up doing not great in the ratings, and they've already been doing not great in their ratings. So, you know, even worse this week? Wildcard? I don't know. Now, by WWE logic, if I beat Brock here in a non-title match, that should grant me the opportunity to fight him for his world title. But in this game, I don't think it works that way. But in real life, it pretty much would. Anyway, what have we got in the news? A bunch of news in the past couple of days / week or so. First and foremost, rest in peace to Silver King. Ended up dying in the ring at the age of 51. Real sad, real sad. The thing that I recall most about Silver King, outside of his amazing career in wrestling, is that he was part of that infamous Konami 2010 E3 press conference that was just off the rails the entire time. That was when they were promoting Lucha Libre AAA, and he was there for that. And that whole thing, that whole conference was a train wreck. It was a glorious train wreck, but it was amazing. But yes, 51, way too young even for a wrestler. Anyway, we also have a little possible 2K20 tidbit to begin with here, because Kurt Angle was out there on Instagram saying, hey, I have to sign 10,000 autographs, and on that thing you can see a 2K logo on those autographs, so that's interesting. And that's perhaps the special edition for 2K20 this year. And certainly, you could do a lot of stuff with a Kurt Angle showcase. Now, couldn't you? That could be very, very amazing for 2K20. So, I'm going to take Mr. Lesnar here to Suplex City, if you will. To Pile Driver City, if you will. So there was that. Now then, we have an interesting bit of business here from WWE in how they're handling this Bret Hart-Tom McGee match, right? The infamous, never-before-seen, lost to the, sands of time, and we'll get to that here in a minute on Sands of Time, but lost to the ages, right? And then, curiously, StarCast had booked both Bret Hart and Tom McGee for a panel, and they were going to show this infamous lost match that had impressed Vince so much back in the day, and then it turns out Tom McGee, not actually a good wrestler, it's just Bret Hart made him look just that good, right? So, funny enough, after Raw, tonight, they're going to show Bret Hart and Tom McGee and have a kind of a bit of a documentary kind of thing on that. So, it's funny how WWE had no interest in finding and digging up this match until StarCast was like, you know what, we're going to do that. And like, oh wait, actually, we had that in our vaults. And I'm like, you guys are just so transparent in how you handle any competition in any measure of the word. It's just sad, in a way. It's just sad. But yeah, so not only will you see that on the network tonight, I believe, with Bret Hart, Tom McGee, they're going to have that panel at StarCast with Bret Hart and Tom McGee. So, honestly, as an infamous match, I'd like to see it, so... Oh! We made your boy tap out! Now, you would think beating Brock that decisively would give me a title shot. But, you know. Who's it gonna be? It continues to be Devon. Devon, you aren't getting a match with me. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I have a bigger fish to fry in this business. But who? Oh, Randy Orton here. Shake my hand, Devon. Don't you big league me. Can I get any rest? The answer is no. No, I cannot. Anyhow, let's get into some AE. Kevin Nash, look. We are beyond this feud, Kevin Nash. Big Daddy Cool. We are beyond this feud entirely, Mr. Diesel. Like, I don't care anymore. I'm going to Mania. I'm fighting the Big Show for reasons. And that's kind of where we're at. So, this, whatever you're doing to me here, is inconsequential entirely. I hit B there. I'm hitting B. And it's like, nah, you're not allowed to hit B. You can't reverse his... There it is. His thing. It's just not going to happen. We're going to have a draw here. Again. So yes, AEW, supposedly, going to be at the Turner Upfronts this week, as in Wednesday, as in their TV deal gets announced this Wednesday at Madison Square Garden, supposedly with Turner. So either TNT or TBS, you know, the home of WCW. So Ted Turner getting back in the wrestling business. Now I'm going to try calling out Brock Lesnar here. I'm going to make the attempt. I don't think it's going to work, but that's a whole different bit of business. So yes, supposedly AEW announcing their deal to start airing in the fall with their TV program supposedly on Tuesdays. So very exciting in the world of wrestling. Now, watch it be Devon. Watch it be Molly Holly. Oh hey, Brock actually came out. He actually responded. Perhaps I can actually end today as Sluggy 2 belts. That might happen. I'm not going to guarantee it. But that would be a good way to end this video series. I would definitely appreciate that. And if Brock, who I just beat in 2 minutes, wants to actually give me a shot before Mania, or at Mania, I would love that. So, let's do this! Now, of course, they could screw me and give me a tag team match. Playa, holla, holla. Or no, the match is non-title. The match is non-title. So, that doesn't help anybody, Brock. I just beat you before, and I'll beat you again. Non-title. That is a complete waste of time. And your WWE Champion, Big Show, is here. Arriving on SmackDown. I assume that is the shot I'm getting at Mania, because I won the Rumble. I assume. I don't know for sure. They could totally screw me on that. But either way, this show is going to end today. Anyhow, we also have some news on people leaving and people arriving in places. It seems as if Percy Watson is leaving the commentary booth in NXT. Brock, you just don't run in. Come on now. So, best of luck to him in his future endeavors on what he's going to be doing there. I'm curious if they've so far put Beth Phoenix in that third spot. Whether or not that's permanent, I don't know. But that's their temporary solution for the NXT commentary bit of business. So, honestly, I didn't mind Percy. But if he thinks he has bigger things that he could be doing, then sure. By all means, move up in the world. That's what you're going to do in life, right? So there was that. Also, MLW has announced the signing of Austin Aries, who, from what everyone hears, is not great in any kind of backstage locker room business. Certainly burned a lot of bridges, supposedly, has Austin Aries. Supposedly very tough to work with. So, it's interesting because MLW has kind of made a history of working with talent who is notoriously hard to work with. Teddy Hart's been there. He's been fine. And Low Key has been there, and he's been fine. So if they have a good solution for how they handle their business and can, you know, work with guys who are supposedly hard to work with, then more power to them. So regardless of any of the backstage shenanigans and any of the politics or whatever, Austin Aries is a hell of a talent to work with. So that is a good get talent-wise for match quality for any bit of wrestling organization. So I will say that much about Mr. Austin Aries. Can you dig that, sucker? Anyway, Brock, you're just getting embarrassed here, Brock. You're getting embarrassed. Boom! Blue Thunder Bomb to Lesnar. And then a Tiger Driver to Lesnar. And are we going to embarrass him further with the Sluggalizer? Will he get Sluggalized here on... Hit the B button! What is happening? Brock's like, no, I'm just going to pose on you. I'm just going to pose on you. Oh, what's that, Brock? Oh, too bad. So sad. Slugalized. I just had to do it to him. I just had to do it to him. One more time. One more time. Now, clearly it is too close to the ropes here. Yeah. But, you know, it is what it is with a tombstone. Now, can I get in between him and the... Yeah, it's fine. 1, 2, 3. No interference, nothing, just beat Brock clean twice. I should get a shot there, but I won't. And Stephanie, with a match announcement for WrestleMania. Is this going to be the Big Show versus myself for that title at WrestleMania? Or Brock versus myself? Just either way, I won the Rumble, right? You have to announce me for a title shot at WrestleMania. That's the law. That's how things work, Steph. So, don't screw me on this, basically. Don't screw me on this. What do you got? Scott Steiner. No, we were done with Scott Steiner. He's no longer champion. Do not have me fighting Scott Steiner at WrestleMania for no belt, Stephanie. Welcome to WrestleMania! And I've managed to make Brock my #1 enemy here, but it kind of doesn't matter. Let's see. Will this game have your Royal Rumble winner, a.k.a. me, fighting off against any of the world champions on this show? No, I'm fighting Scott Steiner. F this game. How do you have Brock versus Eddie and Big Show versus Ric Flair when I won the Rumble? F this game. I'm done. Anyhow, we had WWE rumored name for their Saudi pay-per-view is Sands of Time, which is like, did they fire the guy who names things? First, Stomping Grounds, and now Sands of Time. That's your... You have Bash at the Beach. Why not call it Bash at the Beach? Like, I don't know. It's... Sands of Time is like a Prince of Persia game, so if you're going to do The Warrior within after that, then sure, fine. Like, follow that trilogy of games. I don't know. I really don't know anymore with their naming stuff. But yes, that's the rumor. So it could be something else, but that's been under consideration, supposedly, for WWE. So, there was that. And then, it's interesting to me that this whole Lars thing has come back around with all the things that he has said in the past on message boards. And that kind of was a deal, like, you know, months ago. Before he sat home because of anxiety, because of those posts. Like, before that whole thing happened, that was, like, you know, a deal months ago, and then nothing happened, then he debuted, and now it came back up, and will anything happen to him this time? Who knows? Or will he just continue being on TV doing what he's been doing? Like, that, again, is the thing. If people are actually complaining to the sponsors, then things can happen, but, again, considering historically how WWE does stuff, I would say probably not much is going to happen. That's just my assumption. He put out a very much, like, empty apology, like, hey, sorry if you were offended type apology. Like, that's not really an apology. Come on now. So, anyway, that's been happening in the past couple of days, I suppose. It's kind of not much of anything, because if things didn't happen last time that this happened, it's not going to happen this time. I doubt it will, considering how Vince does things with his business, and Vince is still very much in charge, as we have seen, with the wild card. I'm a genius. That kind of thing. I'm brilliant. Which is hilarious. But, you know. Anyway. Raw tonight. SmackDown tomorrow. And Scott Steiner here getting just thoroughly trounced by your boy, who was mad about it. I shouldn't be here squashing Scott Steiner at Mania. I should be fighting either the Big Show or Brock or both. And winning both their belts instead of having 0 belts here at WrestleMania. But this game does not have an ending. You can keep on playing this season forever. So, I think Mania is a good point to stop at. I was hoping I would have a belt for Mania, but unfortunately, not the case. You would think I would have got one from winning the Rumble, but no, the game does not allow that, which is really weird. But hey, sometimes games just do things wrong. It happens. Now can you dig that? Sucker! Really, Scott? Now you're gonna have offense? Really? No. I think it's time for a Slugalizer on the grandest stage of them all. You get one, I pin you, and then I finish this video series with a very slow count from a very slow... Yes, stare at the lights, Scott. Stare at the lights. Your boy is just mad about it. What are you announcing, Eric Bischoff, at WrestleMania on the grandest stage of them all in an interview segment at Mania? Like, why would you announce it here what? Eric's like, wait a minute. Slug won the Rumble. We're changing things, folks. I doubt it. I doubt it. And he announced me versus Brock. So you know what? I'll take a look. I'll take a look at Raw, and perhaps it'll be for that title. I would love to end this series with a belt. But, you know, it's also possible that Brock could lose to Eddie right here. So if Brock loses to Eddie right here, we are definitely done. He retained. All right. Big Show versus Ric Flair is your main event. Woo! And the Nature Boy is your new WWE champion. Oldest ride, longest line. And good luck next season. Good luck next season. You failed it. You absolutely failed it. I won the Royal Rumble. Hey, you know what? It's rolling credits, so we're good. But I won the Royal Rumble. What video game with wrestling lets you win the Rumble and not challenge for a title at WrestleMania? Who does that? That is terrible game design, 1,000%. Just terrible, terrible, terrible. Now, again, if this rolls right into Raw and I'm challenging for the belt on Raw, then I will definitely have that match against Brock. But if it's non-title, then I just don't care. So, we'll see here in a minute. But this is Raw 2. Raw 2 was... Look, it has some cool ideas. I'm not going to discount the fact that it has some cool ideas. But just basic things that you got wrong are not cool at all. Just basic things like winning the Rumble and challenging for a title. So, yeah. We did that. And then tomorrow, something else, as you do here on the show. But let's get to the end of this credits and then see what it does for Raw, and then we can end the show. Quality assurance, guys! Hey, you didn't assure the quality of this game. Good job. What is that Kane face? What is that? Oh my god. 1 year has passed. Yes, we'll overwrite the file, I guess. I don't know. And I'm back on the main menu. So, yes, we'll continue. Same profile. Still 100. And the match is opening the show, and it's non-title. Therefore, I am done. Thanks for watching. More videos on this channel. Sub for those. See you next time. And I'm out.